Scarcity mindset. You grew up hearing there's never enough. Money was always tight. Your parents stressed about every expense. Even when you get a little extra now, you feel like it will disappear. You hold on to things you don't need, just in case. You buy the cheapest option, even if it breaks faster. Scarcity mindset makes you believe that money is always about to run out. So you play it safe, avoid risks, and miss opportunities. You might turn down a better job because you're afraid of losing what you have. You don't invest because you can't afford to lose anything. This mindset was installed when you were young, watching adults stress about money. Your brain learned that money equals fear. Research shows that scarcity actually changes how your brain works. When you're constantly worried about not having enough, your brain focuses on immediate problems and can't think long-term. Breaking this means recognizing the fear and asking, is this based on current reality or old programming? Most of the time, it's old programming. Impulse spending. You see something and buy it immediately. No thinking, no waiting. Shopping feels good in the moment. That quick dopamine hit. But later, you regret it. The bills pile up. Impulse spending fills an emotional need, not a real one. You're buying the feeling, not the thing. American consumer culture is designed to trigger this. One-click ordering, buy now, pay later, flash sales. The whole system bypasses your rational brain and goes straight to emotions. The average American has thousands in credit card debt from small impulse purchases that added up. That $5 coffee, $15 lunch, $30 shirt. Over a year, thousands. Impulse spending is also a coping mechanism. Bored? Buy something. Stressed? Buy something. Your brain craves that dopamine hit. Breaking this pattern means inserting a pause. Wait 24 hours before buying anything non-essential. Most of the time, the urge passes and you save money. Lifestyle creep. You get a raise and suddenly you're spending more. You upgrade your car, your apartment, your lifestyle. You feel like you're finally living better, but your bank account doesn't grow. You're making more, but still living paycheck to paycheck. This is lifestyle creep. As income goes up, spending goes up to match it. In the US, we measure success by what we own. Your coworkers have nice cars. Friends post vacation photos. Social media shows constant comparison. But lifestyle creep eats up every extra dollar. You go from barely making it on $50,000 to barely making it on $70,000. More money, same stress. You adjusted your life to require that new income. Higher car payment, higher rent, more subscriptions, no cushion, no savings growth. The smartest move when you get a raise is to save the difference. Live on your old income and bank the new money. But resisting the urge to upgrade is hard, and most people can't. Lifestyle creep keeps you broke at every income level. Avoiding money. You don't check your bank account. Bills sit unopened. You don't check your credit score. You and your partner don't talk about money. Avoidance feels safer than dealing with stress or shame. But ignoring money problems makes them worse. Late fees stack up. Your credit score drops. Debt grows. In the US, many avoid money because they never learned to manage it. Schools don't teach personal finance. Parents created fear or shame around it. Avoidance is also about shame. If you don't look, you don't have to admit how bad it is. But you can't fix what you won't look at. Start small. Log into your bank account. Check the balance. Look at statements. Write down what you owe. Just knowing is power. From there, you can make a plan. Emotional spending. You shop when you're sad, bored, anxious, or stressed. Buying something gives a quick mood boost, but the feeling fades fast. The thing you bought doesn't solve the problem. Emotional spending is a coping mechanism. In America, retail therapy is real. Advertisers connect products to emotions. Feeling lonely? Buy this. It's everywhere, and it works. But using money to manage emotions keeps you broke and doesn't fix anything. You're treating symptoms, not causes. Over time, emotional spending becomes automatic. Breaking this means learning other ways to cope. When you feel the urge to shop, pause. Ask what you're really feeling. Bored? Go for a walk. Stressed? Call a friend. The goal is meeting emotional needs without spending money. Fear of investing. You want your money to grow, but investing feels risky. You worry about losing everything. Maybe you remember 2008, so you keep money in a savings account earning almost nothing. But inflation quietly eats away at purchasing power. Money at 0.5% interest loses value when inflation runs at 3%. You're technically losing money by playing it safe. In the US, there's a huge gap in financial literacy around investing. Many don't understand 401ks, IRAs, index funds, or compound interest. It sounds complicated, like something rich people do, so they avoid it. The fear keeps you stuck. While others invest small amounts and watch it grow, you stay in place. Decades pass, and the gap widens. The truth is, investing doesn't have to be complicated. Starting small with low-cost index funds is accessible, but psychological barriers keep millions from ever starting. Not investing is one of the biggest money mistakes, but fear makes it feel safest. All or nothing thinking. If you can't save a lot, it's not worth saving at all. If you can't pay off all your debt, why pay extra? This black and white thinking prevents progress. You're waiting for the day when you have enough to make a real difference. That day never comes. In reality, small steps add up. Saving $20 a week is over $1,000 a year. An emergency fund for a car repair. Paying an extra $50 monthly on credit cards saves hundreds in interest. Contributing even 3% to retirement grows over time. In the US, people are overwhelmed by big financial goals. $30,000 in student loans, $10,000 emergency fund, $1 million for retirement. These feel impossible, so people don't try. But small, consistent actions create big results. The problem is your brain doesn't see it that way. Small actions don't feel rewarding. Breaking this means celebrating small wins. Every $20 saved is progress. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Money shame. You're embarrassed about your financial situation. Maybe you have hidden credit card debt, low credit score, no retirement savings. You look around and feel like everyone else has it together. Money shame makes you hide problems and avoid asking for help. In America, talking about money is taboo, so everyone pretends. They post vacation photos while credit cards max out. They drive nice cars they can't afford. This silence keeps people stuck. But most people are struggling with money somehow. Consumer debt is at all-time highs. Most Americans don't have $1,000 saved for emergencies. You're not alone. Money shame also prevents learning. You're too embarrassed to admit you don't understand something. You avoid financial advisors thinking they'll judge you. The shame becomes a prison. Breaking free starts with honesty. First with yourself, then someone you trust. Once you name the shame, it loses power. But while shame is in control, you stay stuck. Short-term focus. You think about today, not tomorrow. Your paycheck is already spent. You don't plan months or years ahead. Retirement feels far away. This short-term focus is common in the US, where instant gratification is built into everything. Same-day delivery, binge watching, fast food. But not planning ahead means you're always reacting to problems. When something goes wrong, you have no cushion. You scramble, put it on credit. The cycle repeats. This keeps you living paycheck to paycheck, one emergency from disaster. Short-term thinking also means missing long-term opportunities. You don't invest because you need money now, but future you is going to need money too. Your brain is wired to prioritize immediate needs. Breaking this pattern means forcing long-term thinking. Automate savings. Set up retirement contributions. Build an emergency fund, even $10 at a time. Make future you a priority. Belief money is bad. You grew up hearing money is the root of evil. Rich people are greedy. Wanting money is selfish. You absorb these messages. Now you feel guilty wanting more. You don't ask for raises. You turn down opportunities. You spend everything because holding on to it feels wrong. If money is bad, then having money makes you bad too. Your subconscious won't let you keep something you believe is morally wrong. In the US, there's mixed messaging about wealth. Success is celebrated, but wanting money is seen as shallow. This creates internal conflict. You want money but feel bad for wanting, so you sabotage yourself. All because your subconscious protects you from becoming what you were taught to fear. Letting go of the idea that money is bad is key. Money is neutral. It's a tool. Having money means you can take care of yourself, help others, and live without constant stress. That's not evil. That's freedom. Over-reliance on credit. You use credit cards for everything. You'll pay it off later, but the balance keeps growing. Minimum payments feel manageable, but interest adds up fast. A $3,000 balance at 18% interest takes years to pay off with minimums. You pay hundreds or thousands in interest alone. Before you know it, you're deep in debt. In America, credit is everywhere. Easy to get, hard to escape. Offers arrive constantly. Buy now, pay later is on every website. Debt is normalized, but relying on credit keeps you broke because you're paying for the past instead of building the future. Every dollar to interest could have gone to savings or investment. The psychological trap is that credit doesn't feel like real money. Swiping is painless. Your brain doesn't register it the same way. It's abstract, future you's problem. But eventually, future you becomes present you, and the bill is real. Breaking free starts with stopping the cycle. Stop using cards. Pay cash or debit only. Then make a plan to pay down what you owe. Chasing status. You want to look successful, so you buy things to prove it. Nice car, designer clothes, big house. You post photos to show your life is good. Social media makes this worse. You see what everyone else has and feel pressure to keep up. In the US, status is measured by what you own, but chasing status keeps you broke. You spend on things that don't bring real happiness or security. They bring temporary validation that doesn't last. Soon someone has something newer, and you're back to feeling behind. The more you chase, the more you need to spend. You're working to pay for things that make you look successful while actually keeping you financially trapped. Breaking this habit means getting honest. Are you buying this because you want it or because you want people to think well of you? Most of the time, it's the second. Learning to stop caring what others think is hard, but it's the only way to escape the status trap. Real success is financial security, not the appearance of it. Ignoring financial education. You never learned about money in school. Your parents didn't talk about it helpfully. So you became an adult with no idea how credit, compound interest, or budgeting works. You avoid learning because it feels overwhelming. In America, financial education isn't prioritized. Schools don't teach it. So millions are financially illiterate, navigating a complex system without a map. This keeps you stuck. You don't know how to get out of debt or how to invest. You make decisions based on guesses, and often those decisions are wrong. You pay overdraft fees, take out payday loans, don't contribute to a 401k. Ignoring financial education means staying in the dark when information is available. You could read a book, watch a video, take a free course, but you don't. Maybe you feel stupid for not knowing. Maybe it feels boring. But the less you know, the more mistakes you make, and those mistakes keep you broke. Learning even basics gives you power. Understanding how money works, how debt grows, and how savings compound will change your life. The information is out there. You just have to decide to learn. If you recognize yourself in any of these, you're not alone. Most people struggle with money psychology. Share which one hit home in the comments. Naming it is the first step to changing it. And if you want more real talk about money and psychology, hit subscribe.